Cutiecalities, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to crochet a sunflower granny square. So I have the smaller one and the larger one, and the only difference between the two is that this one has one extra row and this one has only one row all the way around the flower. And this granny square I'm gonna be using for the next two tutorials here on my channel. And I wanted you guys to focus more on the project rather than the granny square, so I decided to create the granny square first in a separate video, and then you guys can get a little bit more familiar with the granny square and practice a little bit. And this granny square is very summery, so I thought it would be really great to show you guys. And you can create many other different projects. For example, I'm going to be showing you guys the top of the skirt, but you can create cushion covers, you can create blankets, and so many other projects. And I'm going to be using the smaller one for the top and the bigger one for the skirt, but I'm going to be explaining to you guys everything in the tutorial for the top and the skirt. And if you guys prefer a written pattern, I made a post on my website, on my blog, so I'm going to be leaving everything in the description below, so feel free to check it out. And the first thing that I want to show you is the measurement for both granny squares. So for the small one, as you can see, is around 10.5 centimeters. If I turn this way as well, so it's around 10.5 centimeters, as you can see. And the bigger one is 13 centimeters, as you can see right here. If I turn this way, so 13 centimeters. So for the tutorial, I'm going to be using a small pair of scissors and my favorite 3.5 millimeters hook. So these are the yarns that I'm going to be using. So the first one is this one, is a natural yarn. I bought it on eBay and you guys have seen a lot of my videos. It's my favorite one. And I'm going to be leaving the link in the description below if you guys want to check it out. And I'm also going to be using this yarn right here. Is in the color brown and I bought on Flying Tigers. And if I find it on the website, I'll try to link it down for you guys. And I'm also going to be using a yellow yarn. As you can see, this one is a DK yarn. So this one is DK, this one is lace, and this one is 3-ply. So I am using different sizes of yarn, but you can definitely just use one size and that's going to be fine as well. And this yarn right here is just an alternative for this one right here, which I bought on eBay. And if you guys cannot buy, or if it's gonna take too long, then you can go to Hobbycraft and you can buy this one right here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial, so let's begin. So first I'm going to be creating the middle. So with the brown yarn I'm going to be creating a slip knot, and then I'm going to be chaining 5. So now I'm going to be closing and creating a small circle. So on the very first stitch I'm going to be creating a slip stitch, and then now I have a small circle. So now we are going to be chaining 4. So now we are going to be working inside of the little circle. So first we are going to be creating our first double crochet, and then we are going to be chaining 1 and then another double crochet, chaining 1 and then double crochet, and we are going to be repeating that all the way around. So we are going to have the chain plus 11 double crochets. So just continue with that all the way around and I'll meet you guys at the end. So this is how it looks like, and in total you should have 12 double crochets including the chain at the beginning. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So when you have created your last double crochet, we are going to be chaining 1 and then connecting to the other side with a slip stitch. So count 1, 2, 3. On the third chain we are going to be slip stitching. So now you can chain 1 and then fasten off. So this is how it looks like, and you should have, as I told you guys, 12 double crochets including the chain, so you have 12 spaces in between each double crochet. So now we are going to be attaching the yellow yarn and we are going to be creating the petals. So to attach my yarn, what I like to do is just create a slip knot, and then you're going to be attaching your yarn in any of the spaces in between the double crochets where we've created the chain at the top. So just attach your yarn in one of the spaces. So now we are going to be working with triple crochets, so chain 4. And for each petal I'm going to be working in between the double crochet, so into these little spaces right here. So for the triple crochet you're going to be wrapping the yarn 2 times around your hook, going through the space, grabbing the yarn, bring it up, And then you're going to be yarning over the first 2 loops in the hook, yarning over the next 2 loops in the hook, and then keeping the last one in the hook. And then we are going to be repeating that 2 more times. So now you're going to have 4 loops in your hook, so you're just going to be yarning over all of the 4 loops together. So now I'm going to be chaining 3. And then we are going to be creating 4 triple crochets into the next space available, so right here in between the double crochets. So we are going to be repeating exactly what we did to the first one, so keeping all of the last loops in the hook, and then yarning over all of the loops together. And then chain 3. So now I'm going to be repeating the same into the next space available. So now I'm just going to be repeating the same technique all the way around, so chaining 3 and then creating the stitch on the next space available. And in total you should have 12 petals all the way around, so I'm going to be continuing doing my petals and then I'll meet you guys at the end. So to finish this row we are going to be chaining 3, and then we are going to be connecting to the other side with a slip stitch. So count 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 4th stitch we are going to be slip stitching. And then chain 1 and fasten off. So this is how my sunflower looks like, and now we are going to be creating the square that goes around the flower, so this one right here. So now with the natural color yarn we are going to be attaching into any of the spaces that we have in between here the petals, as you can see on top of the chain, and you can choose any of the spaces and attach your yarn. So the first thing that you guys want to do for the square is basically the corner, and then after we can carry on with the square. And if you guys noticed, I am going to be crocheting also the ends of my yarns right here so I can cut, and it's going to be easier for me after to attach all of the squares together. So we are going to be working with double crochets for this part, so you're going to be chaining 3. And into the same space we are going to be doing 2 double crochets. And then we are going to be chaining 3, and then 3 more double crochets into the same space. So now I'm just going to be cutting the ends of the yarn. So to continue I'm going to be chaining 1, and then on the next space available in between the petals I'm going to be creating 3 double crochets. And then I'm going to be repeating the same into the next space, so chain 1 and then 3 double crochets. So now we are going to be chaining 1, so we are going to be doing the next corner. So into the next space we are going to be doing 3 double crochets, chain 3 and 3 double crochets into the same space. So this is how we are going to be creating the square around the flower. So we are going to have the corners and then 2 spaces with 3 double crochets in it, and also remember to add the chain in between, and also in the corners to add the chain of 3. So now we are going to be creating 2 spaces with the double crochets and the chain in between, and then on the 3rd one we are going to be creating the corner. So chain 1, on the next space 3 double crochets. Chain 1, on the next space 3 double crochets, chain 1, and then we are going to be creating the next corner. So this is how you create the square around the flower. So now I'm gonna leave you guys to create the rest, and then I'll be back to show you guys the end. So when you have created your last 3 double crochets, you're going to be chaining 1 and then connecting to the other side with a slip stitch. So this is how you create the smaller square. As you can see, I have the other one right here. And if you want to create the smaller square, then you can just fasten off, and then you can just make as many as you need. If you want to make the bigger one, then I'll show you guys how to do it now. So this is the one, and we are going to be creating 1 extra row all the way around the square. So if you're continuing with me creating the biggest square, then you can just slip stitch all the way to the corner, and then you can have the yarn right in here. So we are going to be slip stitching all the way to the corner. And then the last one into the space. So right here we are going to be doing exactly the same as we did for the previous row. So you're going to be chaining 3. And then you're going to be creating the corner. So 2 double crochets, chain 3 and 3 double crochets. So now we are going to be repeating the same as we did on the previous row. So in between the corners, into these spaces right here, we are going to be creating the 3 double crochets and the chain 1. And then when you reach the corner, then you're going to be creating the corner as I showed you guys already. So you're going to be chaining 1 and then moving into the next space and creating 3 double crochets. And then continue all the way to the next corner. And then we are reaching the next corner. So right here we are going to be creating 3 double crochets, chaining 3 and 3 double crochets into the same space. So chain 1 and then move into the next space with 3 double crochets. So this is how you're going to be creating the extra row to create the biggest square. So now I'm just going to be continuing doing the same steps, and then I'll meet you guys at the end. So now, just as the previous row, we are going to be chaining 1 and then connecting to the other side with a slip stitch. And if you finished, then you can chain 1 and then cut the yarn and fasten off. So I'm going to be doing that. So this is how the granny square looks like, and you can easily add as many rows as you need. You just have to make sure that you follow the same corners, and in between the corners you can add the 3 double crochets. It's very easy, just go all the way around the square and then you'll be able to create as many rows as you need. So now the only thing that I have to do is just to weave in my yarn, and then I'll be back to show you guys both squares. So as you can see, I have both large squares completed, and I also have the 2 small ones also completed. And this is everything for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for my 2 next tutorials here on my channel using these sunflower granny squares. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you give a massive thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe so you can join the Cutiecality family. And I'll see you guys soon on my next video. Bye bye!